Hey, Michael here. Welcome into the video. I'm going to show you how to use YouTube for creating anything in your business, whether the business model is affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, e-commerce, digital agency, the list goes on and on. This will show you step by step how to create amazing videos that will attract loads of traffic, people, and that will then turn into more leads, more sales, more of what you want. Okay. So what you're looking at here, we're on the YouTube screen, the dashboard. And if you look to the right here at the navigation, there are a couple of extensions. One of these, it's called TubeBuddy here in red. I'm circling around. To the left, it's going to be called vidIQ. Now, these are keyword research tools, just like if you have heard of blogging, or maybe if you're doing that, when you go to Google and you type something in to search, what happens is you get those auto suggestions. You maybe have noticed that. And so those auto suggestions tell you more or less what people are typing into these search engines to solve their problem or problems. And you want to be the person that appears in front of them, right? And so these extensions here are going to show you what people are searching for online. Okay, and you see the search bar here? So if I type anything in here like, for example, how to start a digital agency, you see immediately there are loads of results. But even before I got to the end of that phrase there, I could have just done how to start a digital, and then see how these different results come up. Digital marketing agency, business, Etsy shop. So you can go on and create videos just on those auto suggestions. Okay, now that's like step one, that's ground level, right? We're getting ideas by doing all this, and it's kind of like doing the alphabet soup stuff that I do with the blog side of things. You can start with something like, if it was how to make money, A, as a teenager, B, blogging without AdSense, C, Cash App, Coinbase, doing surveys, nothing during COVID. See what I'm doing there? I'm doing the alphabet soup by just testing out one word, something that's very popular, like how to make money, how to make fast money. Even people are typing in that kind of stuff, right? With W, X, Y, let's see. So we can go down the whole list of things. And then you could even go BA, it makes sense, BE, BY, by investing in what? Investing in stocks with penny stocks, how to make fast money with penny stocks. So you get ideas like this. So, this is only one niche of many you can get into, but what happens here is you can do it for about anything. How to get rid of back pain, and then you go through the alphabet soup there, get more ideas. Back pain through exercise, how to get rid of back pain by stretching, how to get rid of back pain. Maybe it's a specific product, you're going into product reviews, how to find penny stocks with, so let's do this. Let's stick on the concept here of penny stocks. So I'm just going to copy this for now. But if it were a review type post, I just went over an informational type post, you can do something like best penny stocks to buy now. People are looking for those things, and you can do videos on it, on Robinhood. Look specifically on Robinhood. You can do a video on that. Under $1, under 50 cents, 10 cents. So there's a lot of content that's being created for this. For alphabet soup again, and the list goes on. It's just about becoming more creative and understanding the research process, because I've said this to many people, and if you're one of these, you would heard this again. The research is very vital to your success. Most people, they are very lazy. They don't put any kind of effort into it, and they just go for the top. They see one thing, and then they just automatically go after research. Put something in it. Best penny stocks for options trading. You see how there's so many different results that come up. Excuse me. We could have even done, this even generates more ideas. Top penny stocks for. And so, with that concept, or if we know the actual penny stock, if we want to know something about Robinhood, Robinhood review, if we're going for a review type keyword, review crypto, your profile, YouTube, Trustpilot bomb. We can even go further, Robinhood banking review, anything can go. It can be a CRM, project management software service, Monday review, project management. So those are many areas that people are looking for, specific course, specific product, and you can make content around that just kind of by getting an idea of what people are searching for. If you know your product, you can come here and start searching for them, and or, you should do both. But then you come into here with your keyword extension tool with TubeBuddy. You can use the free version. I have that on some of my accounts. But you can go in here and take that word, like how to make fast money fast with penny stocks. So there it is. Like, it'll auto-populate again. So if you want to write it word for word, so just so you know that it auto-populates at the bottom, you can do that. Or you can take that copied and paste version there. And then we can go ahead and explore by hitting explore or enter. And then what TubeBuddy is going to do here, it's going to generate results, an overall score. This is a very excellent keyword, and this is the first time I actually looked at this keyword. Kind of, it's a testament to me doing this for a long time. But I don't know. I don't like, number one, YouTube isn't my number one focus, but I've done this for some time now, and that's pretty cool. I'm happy to see that. And so you can see the search volume, 87 out of 100. That's really good to shoot for. The score analysis, we can see there's a search volume in the orange, and we have from fair all the way to great up here, or excellent, competition, that's unweighed up here, optimization strength, so you can optimize video tags and all that for it. 1.81 million results. So this is kind of the thing when you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, well, I want to know, okay, there's these amount of videos and search results, but how many of them are actually targeting this specific keyword, or how many of them are actually ranking in the top 3 to 4 or 5 positions. So when you go with the paid version, you can actually start to see more results and gather, how many views those videos each are actually getting, how much traffic they're getting. So then you can say, okay, is it worth me creating a video for this? Can I get traffic from this video? I know somebody else is doing well, and don't be discouraged. If there's competition in this, you want that. You don't want to be in a niche where it's not competitive at all. So if I typed in how to make money, fast money with penny stocks, and I have another extension, you want to download this called the Keywords Everywhere tool. And this works good for Google as well as YouTube. Also, you'll be able to download something like the Ubersuggest Chrome extension. If you're using Google for that, I highly recommend that. I don't want to get into the Google side of things, but here, let me quickly show you what that would look like. So if I were here on Google doing it in a blog format, not what you see in YouTube search results will be necessarily the keyword you want to use for blogging and vice versa. But with the keyword research, Keywords Everywhere tool, is you'll be able to see different variations of what I just searched, and they'll show you the volume if you're using something like the Ubersuggest extension right here. So you want to have that. It's very valuable. And so on the right side here, you see related keywords. You can also target by clicking them. You can search more. Ubersuggest shows you the actual volume for those. That might be too low of a volume, but that also might be a good thing. But what is the search difficulty? 24 in Google, so it might be harder to rank if you're new. Go all the way to the bottom. You can see more results there. So there's an advantage to having those tools installed. Make sure you do. But you can also go for monthly searches that are high, okay? Don't be discouraged, because if they're high, there's a lot of competition usually trying to make videos around that. But you have to know, okay, what videos are ranking that are high with higher volume, because then you get a better idea that you can go and create similar silo type content. You're not copying, you're modeling, you just make it your own. If somebody has a certain framework in that video, like if it's a penny stock, here's my 5-step framework to making over $1,000 with the Robinhood app in penny stock, stuff like that, then it's your own framework. So you're going to be coming out with your own content, your own propositions, your unique selling proposition. So don't be discouraged if you try to go for something that's high in monthly searches. You should, because that's where a lot of the people are coming to. And then You want to mix in those 10, 30, those lower ones as well, because those are the low hanging fruit, even with long tail keywords in them, and then you will do just fine. It's just understanding, okay, if I want to model this person here, Tony, if I want to model them, I'm going to go to their channel. I can watch this video at first if it's the keyword that I want to go for, right? You might want to be able to like look at this and say, what is the headline? I kind of reverse engineer everything. So I see the headline, but I like to go eventually for the offer. So I kind of look at what their offer is, free day trading course they're offering. It gets comments. So people are attracted and whether they're liking it or not, they're still commenting. And then the tags here, it's going to help you rank. So you could see the video tags they're going after with this tool. This is vidIQ. I like to use TubeBuddy a lot, especially when I'm searching for keywords, stuff like that, because it's right there. It's easy to look at, but it just offers about the same thing for both. Just have them together. And so right here, then you can go ahead and see the keywords that they're ranking for and kind of mix a little bit of that into your own tags. You want to have the primary tag that you're trying to shoot for. Like if it were how to make $100, $1,000 a day trading penny stocks, or the one we searched for right here, how to make fast money with penny stocks, and that's the one you were sold on, then you want to put that in your tags when you go and create your YouTube video, right? You go over here, upload a new video. You might have something here that gets uploaded. Let me kind of show you this really quickly. Let's see if I can find a video to show you. Give this a second to load. But you can see that we're using the Chrome extensions, TubeBuddy, vidIQ, stuff like Keywords Everywhere gives you a little bit of more, how many monthly searches. We're auto-suggesting, just suggesting the words we want in our niche, whether they're cold, warm, or hot traffic, right? Cold, how-to, informational, why, what, when, all these types. More warm traffic can be more reviews for like best of or top, and then singular reviews, you can do that. Singular reviews kind of falls more into that hot traffic when it's the name of the product, right? That's more of a hotter traffic, where people are actually know the name of the product, so it'll be easier. They're already solution aware. They know they have a problem and they know there's a certain solution out there, but they're just trying to get a review on it. Warmer, essentially they don't know you. They've heard of similar competitors as you, and they know the content that is out there. So they're problem aware. They just want to, you just got to push them more into the solution phase. Cold traffic, they're not really aware. They may have a problem, but they're not really aware of a problem, or they're not aware of how to fix it, what's out there. So you kind of guide them. And then your videos in a format, kind of like a blog, you'll have to, you can siphon traffic from cold to warm to hot. And in your descriptions, you can have all that information that will, if you have more content, you send them to a blog post version of that video. I highly recommend that, because we look at a video and we say, okay, well, I might be on the go, but I also want to see word by word. People consume word by word as well. And I've seen that conversion much higher with video when you see somebody looking at a video going to a blog post, especially if they're on the go. But it still works when you do video to the offer, video to a free lead magnet. You give them something for free that you're offering, or a free consult, free whatever that is, checklist, case study, whatever you're doing, that works just as well. You can put other videos in there, the about section, and formatting it. I'll show you that in a moment. But, let me go into a video. Actually, we go in here, select file. Let me see if this works. Just want to find a quick video. Let me know too if you're in the comments in YouTube. Have you tried YouTube before? What's worked? What hasn't? Are you new? What are you looking forward to most? And just reach out to me if you need any help. I'll leave some, if there's room underneath here somewhere, I'll leave links to it. But I'm trying to find just an example video. I don't want to just go into the ones that I made in the past, because that won't work and will fail to upload. So let me see if I can find something that I've downloaded recently. I know I had something. So I did download this one just recently, so I think we can go into this. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to show you one that's already done, just so we don't go through all this. Let me go into my content phase and select the video here for you. So this is fairly a new one. So let me go ahead and click that edit button, and I'm in my studio. You can go into your studio at any time and go through the editor. You can, I won't go into depth in that because that's like a whole nother video, but I'll show you a little bit. So whenever I'm putting a video together, I don't think, I know the keyword, I'm going to include that in my headline, how to create unique content for a blog. Specifically, this is one that I created. And then I have a subtitle, just makes it more juicy, makes people want to click through. If it's a thumbnail, they'll see that. You can add that there. And then when they see the video description, it makes it enticing for them to say, this is what's going to be right for me as opposed to somebody else. It's more like real estate. Use up as much real estate as you can. Okay. Thank you pages, everything. Use as much real estate. If it's for free, take advantage of it, especially the description, take advantage of it all. So I kind of like to start off with, I've gotten good at just like kind of using a format where I can just copy and paste from a different video and then just change here and there. And, for the most part, the bottom part stays the same, like subscribe, make sure to follow me, my website if they need to know more or whatever that is. You don't need to add that, but, and then the top part, you can change that, customize it to the video. I add the keyword in the very top. So the description has the keyword because that signals Google that this is what you're ranking for, and it gives you more of an authority in it. And then in the video, you can also say the keyword. I highly recommend you do that, like within the first 5 to 10 seconds or so, within the first, 30 seconds, 20 seconds less, kind of get into it. Because it signals Google. If you forget to do it at times, don't worry. It's happened to me. Even until this day, it still does. Well, not as much, but in the beginning it did. And then when I have to go and what happens is I have to go and create the new video again. Like I took a, like, what do you call it? Take 1, take 2, right? And then I had to go into take 3, right? You do it again until it feels right. Because that'll happen when you're doing a video. But just run with it, don't be in the beginning feeling like you have to start from scratch. Be like, oh, I messed up. I got to do it again. People want to see that rawness. They want to know that, man, this person is real, like not edited. They didn't have to take another take. And, it looks really good. Like, just go with it. Have a structure on what you want to talk about. And I'll give you more resource on that and a specific place to look at that. But run with it and you can do this. So about this video, I kind of leave a link here on what they would need to do next, right? We put that link. I could put a couple videos or other links to other courses, resources that they might need. But what I do is I paste this from a format, and then I like to, while that video is being uploaded, then I like to kind of just go and play around with the tags a little bit. I'll go ahead and do the tags down here, right? We're going to optimize the tags. I want to go too behind the scene on that. But then I can go into the headline and create the headline. It's already going to have my keyword in it. Oh, and here's the thing too. When you go and upload a video, make sure in the file, let me go show you. Make sure in that file, if you're using Zoom, you can use Zoom in the beginning, and I still do. People are always like, well, why don't you have the best video quality if you're doing so well? You must be some kind of a scammer. Far, far from it. Eventually, I hope to, but I just focus more on my blog, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just people have a certain attention and they have a certain expectation. And we've all been underneath that where our expectations are false. We believe a certain thing has to look a certain way, but until you get into this side of the world, you shouldn't judge. And really, it's okay. You might get some heat. I've gotten some heat, but it's fine. And I just kind of run with it. But the thing is, if you have a Zoom or something, you can use that. And then what I do here is I can go and change the file. You can even copy and paste it if you have it, or just write it word for word, save it. And then when you go to download and upload it to YouTube, you already have the name of the keyword in, so it automates it into the title. And the thing about this is, there's a little thing about where if you include the video title before you upload it, it gives you more, higher ranking, but it's not really something, but it's really good to have because it's a signal. So I just get used to doing it and it helps. Okay, so then you can go and upload it, do the whole uploading process and through here. And then, once you have your tags to optimize, you can look through tags again from other videos, put your keyword at the very top, like the very first, some similar keywords to it that people are searching for. You can see that. And then go from there and then go through the whole publishing. It'll show you a step where you can add a thumbnail if you want right away. You can do that later, and you can do something with Canva. Use Canva in that process, right? We can go here and then go create those thumbnails. How do I do it? If you're a beginner, there are tools out there. I'll have a list for them. They do cost, but if you eventually want to get into the paid thumbnail split testing, I highly encourage you, especially if you're going to be using YouTube a lot and you start seeing your growth. And then especially with income and stuff like that, you're going to want to get more tools like ClickMagick to track your links, the thumbnails, the video editing software, if so, and so much more, the studio. And I'm doing well, but, I don't really necessarily wanted to jump into that. And I could and I should, kind of, but it's like, it's fine. Things are fine. Especially if you're going to be doing demos and stuff like that, then it's helpful if you just show them the screen. You can go from there. Might be not the best mic, but value. Give a lot of value. And eventually you'll want to do, go further. And it's good for your audience because they're like, you're there for them and you want them to have the best. So think about that too. So Canva, use something simple like you can see here. I created my own thumbnail with this Canva template. Give it a second to load. But you can go in here, you can see I have different ones for different purposes, the health space, other spaces. But you can go in there and get a YouTube thumbnail, right? There'll be a design there for that. And you can use that. This is kind of an example, brand it to your own needs. I like to use different colors, attract. You can see group pages kind of fits the G there, and demo and bonus is kind of in gold to signify like gold or money wise. Could be green too, but kind of use my branding there. A small picture. Usually I'm consistent with that. You can change it, use different things if you want. Start off slow, build your way up, and you'll do that. Okay, now going back to YouTube, I think that was everything. And then you can also, it'll show you a step to publish it, or you can do it unlisted if you don't want to publicly have people see it. You can do that. And that's in case you don't want others to see. Maybe you're doing something where it's private, you're helping a certain amount of people and you don't want everybody to see. You can do it unlisted. So it gains traction. And then when you go to publish it, it'll gain more traction. You can do that. But yeah, I showed you the auto suggestion tool, the extensions to use, how to find the keywords with like TubeBuddy. Go in there, type in the keyword, paste it, whatever you need to do. Look through other people's channels, find what their best content is. Let me see here. I don't think I want to use Gary Vee as an example. Okay, so we're just going to use this one from Valuetainment. And if you wanted to know, like, what is their high ranking video, so you can go and model, then what we do from Patrick here, we can go in through their videos. Like this was, for example, what made that one authentically good enough to make it. We can go through their whole library of videos, right? If you wanted to talk something about a specific product, a program, a how-to, whatever that is, whatever level, cold, warm, and hot, go through their content and figure out, sort by most popular, and figure out why. What keywords are they using? Can you use a similar keyword strategy? Exact. Go find other types of keywords for that and create content around that. How are they pushing traffic? What are they using in their description to push people through and sign up? And you can do the same too, model that. And then, when you go and create content like this, make sure in the comment section, you also pin a post. So here, it's going to be a lot of comments, taking a little bit. So, okay, you'll see here how pinned, share your thoughts with Patrick, Bet David by texting the number, click here. They have a link to take them to something. could be the offer, it could be the lead magnet, blog content. You can add a couple things in there. Want to get my free blog template? Want to see the blog post version? We'll go to part 2. You know, do those little things, and they're going to make a difference. And then you can pin it by clicking on those little 3 bars you'll have, and it'll say pin to top, and do that. And then you'll have everything ready here. You see how it's at the bottom there, more links and just how to reach them, the tags, everything you need to know to optimize your SEO score, and go from there. So YouTube apps, create I think we did everything that I wanted to go through. I'll have some more resources on this, but that's the bulk of it. Go and look through the keyword you're trying to go for. You can use the auto suggestion tool if you have an idea. If you already know what software or product, whatever that is, a service, you can click it into the search and populate ideas, or click enter, see what other people are using, what keywords. You can go through different channels, plug that stuff into TubeBuddy, or if you already know something, go to TubeBuddy and you can just auto populate. You can type in there and it'll give you some results as well. Some different suggestions as well if you're doing that with TubeBuddy with the keyword explorer. See if we still have it pasted here. Here we go. So explore. You're limited to searches too if you're on free. I don't know, it kind of changes, but over 5 or so. But then it'll give you more common video tags. It'll also give you a related section here. You can investigate even more by clicking through and seeing all that web searches, video topics. A lot of great information in there. And then when you go and actually create the, let me see here. When you go and actually create the content, then let me see. When you go and create the content, I'll have more resource on this. But what you want to do, let me write it here. So I kind of more or less went through the whole researching phase. Now you want to kind of just see what and you likely saw how they were giving their intros, what they were putting in their body paragraphs. You know, you want to have kind of like a catchy headline that pulls the listener, the watcher in. Like, did you know you can 10x? Did you know that you can get rid of your back pain within just 1 minute by following this proven exercise? You know, and then you go into this, and then you can use your keyword. You can say, and then I'm going to be showing you, and then your name, put your name here if you want, will be showing you how to, and showing you, and then you can put insert keyword here, right? You're going to put your keyword, you're going to say your keyword in the video. My name will be showing you blah, blah, blah. But first, or you can even give them the benefits of this, where you do the benefits that are going to be shown in this video. And if you stick around, if you stick around, you're going to want to stick to the very end. You're going to want to stick to the very end to get my hottest tip on exercising on an exercise nobody knows about for a specific thing. So this gets them to stick around, and that helps you with your watch time, viewer time, because this is all about click-through rates and watch times. So you have to want to get that watch time up. And so that's what the key is here. The longer you keep somebody watching your video, the more it will start suggesting it to other recommended. It'll be underneath recommended videos to watch, not so much of a search intent. And it could be popped up as that. When people are just going through their newsfeed and they see your video, it'll be suggested to them. And that's a good thing. That's the advantage of watch time. And it'll also bring more people, more awareness. They'll like your video, subscribe more, click-through rates, and so much more. And so we kind of give them that if you want to. You don't have to do it every time. And then you can do something like, but first, if you haven't heard of me, you can do it simple. If you haven't heard of me, I've been helping XYZ, do XYZ, kind of like a mission statement here, your goal to help people. And if that's something that, interests you knowing more about, you can give them a call to action to subscribe and click the bell notification. In the future, right? It's our topic here in the future. And then now let's get on with the video, right? We kind of just give them that brief introduction, no more than a minute, less than a minute, kind of like, I'd say like 25 seconds at the most, but that will change depending on what you're trying to do. I have more resources on this. I have a specific like mentor who understands how to do this. And if you know somebody who does, keep watching those. But there's other stuff that I want to kind of show you. And so here, click the bell notification icon, then we can kind of go into the content, go into the content, demoing on screen. You can do it like this, demo, show the full screen, or you can just be like this on video without, just yourself on video, just talking to them and making points. No, that's very attractive. There's different forms of content. And then you just go into it and then give them a call to action. I would give them between the content, give them a call to action, be like, by the way, if you want to get faster access to this, I left you a free cheat sheet you can pick up down below in the description. It'll be like the very first link for you. After the video, you can go ahead and check that out and then continue on with your content, right? Continue on with your content. And at the very end, make sure you give them a call to action to click the link if that's what you're trying to get them to do. Make it obvious for them. And then you can tell them again to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell notification icon so you get notified when I release a new video. You can say on a specific topic or just when I release a new video. And that's pretty much it. And there's a strategy. It's kind of a framework. I'll show you another framework to this from people who have helped me. And this is just one good way, depending on the type of content you're creating, right? How-tos, the colder type content, warm, and then hot type, cold, how-tos, warm, product review, kind of warm, hot, but hot. They know the name of the product that they're going after. Hot being something like name of the product, where to purchase, where to buy, stuff like that is really hot traffic. And then you go from there, and then you can start creating the content. Okay, and then you go through all that. Then you can go through the whole editing phase of putting the keyword in, kind of go through the beginning of this video if you need to see some of that, and then middle or middle. And then you will be well on your way to making YouTube videos throughout your journey. Okay, so that's more or less what I could fit into this video. I'll give you more resources on how to do this. We talked about again, just to recap, the Chrome extensions up here, auto suggestion, TubeBuddy, uploading videos, going through other people's channels, seeing what's very popular. That's a great way to do it, actually, is going through other people's videos and seeing what their most popular is and how you can do something similar to it. Not copy, but model and make it your own, use your own framework, stuff like that. And then go for it, because those are getting a lot of views. So you can go for those top level keywords. Don't neglect the high volume, low, mid volume, long tail, low hanging fruits. Using the descriptions, the tags, the headlines, make it attractive. And then it's pretty much it, uploading it, and then thumbnails, and the rest is just click-through rates and watch times, and that's really a lot of what you'll be looking at throughout your time. Oh, and then, just make it so there's a different way to say this, but make it educating, educate them, inform them, same thing, helpful. Be entertaining, right? Use a little bit of entertainment. People want to see that. That'll increase your watch time. So if you can add a little bit of silliness, I know it can be difficult even for me, but if you can add a little bit of education, you just see some of those videos, people are popping up a video of like a monkey or something funny. You can use even your own personality to your advantage. That's what I recommend, especially at the beginning. You crack a little joke. Some people will fall for it, others won't. It just depends on your audience. People will attract to you. The people you want people to you want to repel people. You want to only work with people who will enjoy what you have to offer. Not everybody's going to come to you. Okay, just know that. So educational, informative, helpful, education-wise, call to action based. There'll be more information on this as well. So that was everything in this video that I wanted to go over. When you're going and demoing products or whatever it is you're doing, give them everything, show them a lot, show them that you care. Don't just try to sell them on something. Put your stories in them, right? Here, put stories in them. You can use the, at the very end here, you could even put on step 9 using your story. You can even include your story here. But even when you're adding content, you're still putting in the story in between, right? You could put a little bit of a story in here, a quick little part about you, like, hey, I remember struggling. I get where you're coming from. I was struggling 9 to 5, working my butt off mentally and physically. But enough about that. Let's continue with the content. And then at the end of it, you can also give them that story where you give them the whole, so here's the problem that I had to face, and you can make it yourself. The problem with trying to do penny stocks is like I had, is when you're going through this, everybody's just trying to do the same thing. They're going after the same stocks, and it's just not working. That's the problem. To make matters worse, everybody is trying to do the same thing. And when you finally have a solution for this, it just backfires on you. You just feel like wanting to quit. You feel like making money with stocks just doesn't work for you. Kind of call it the agitate. Or the massage. And then we can kind of go with the empathy phase. I kind of get what you're going through. I was going through a similar problem. There's so many of them out there trying to scam me, and I wasn't feeling happy about it. I almost wanted to quit, but fortunately enough, I was able to find the solution. Then you give them the solution to what it is, the product, the course you're trying to give them for free, paid, whatever it is you're trying to take them to, you can do that. Out of that, you can even add it in the middle a little bit, kind of add a little bit of your story so people listen, depending on the type of content again. Then you go from there. All right, so that's everything in this video. Hopefully I covered everything. If there's something you need me to have answers for you, go ahead and reach out to me. And maybe there'll be something that I missed and I'll try to add it. For the most part, it's all there. Hopefully this video helped you. Oh, and then also video time. I try to go the longer the better. It's kind of going that direction. I mean, shorter content depending on what you're creating, trying to get something quick and to the point. You may answer their question that they have. It's a question that they have an answer to. Question that they have, you can answer it and then expand on it even more. Find a way to expand on it. Go for it. See what other people's watch time, see how much time they're putting into their videos, and then you can make one that's even longer than theirs. Like if they do something with the 5 best tips, 10 best tips, it might be a little bit longer video, but better. So double down on that. Use the skyscraper technique. They use 5 tips to removing back pain. Use 10 or 15, 20, and then you go above and beyond, and then you give more value in that video, something that the other people didn't do, kind of like with blogging content and therefore. Okay. Hopefully you learned a lot in this video. Thank you.